And not tweeting because it's exploded.
Oh no, oh no.
We'll post.
Her Twitter died right before our stream.
Better that way.
It's true, we're all better off that way.
Yep, Twitter is just fucked.
Twitter dead, Twitter dead.
What it deserves.
It's true, it is Twitter.
I'm shocked that Twitter being dead isn't
Trending on Twitter?
trending on Twitter. You would think. Oddly enough, I failed to send tweet.
Oh no.
Wild that.
No. So when it comes back up and all your tweets you failed to send are just gonna like come in at once.
Oh, of course.
It's gonna be really funny.
That's just science.
You're like, we're going live, we're going live, we're going live, we're live, we're live, we're live, we're live.
Ondo live.
We're live, and alive, we're live, dead.
We might be live.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Alrighty, this is going to be disastrous. So, for people who don't know, the category that I tend to run in this game is any % easy mode. It's
you'll have to eliminate the randomizer tab.
ah yes.
Boop.
Yep,
You done?
probably. Anyway,
It's weird that it doesn't get rid of like custom tags.
yep. Yeah, like we never actually actively put tags on most of the time.
Because you have to like.
We have this
You have
one
to
little
put them in
thing.
and then you have to put them on. I only do it for randomizer because it
Yep.
makes that bot
Notice
stay
us.
alive. Yeah.
Yep. Anyway, so I normally run any % easy mode, which is basically the same as any % normal mode. But this game also has two technically challenge modes. We run the easier of those, like the easier of those two is also a speedrun mode that people run. The way that it works is you start with both the vertical and the horizontal dash, which is pretty great, but you're capped at 10 health. There are no E-tanks, there's, you know, everything else is basically the same, just the vertical and horizontal dashes are, you know, you already have them. Which does remind me that I should remove the V-dash split from my challenge mode splits. And I think that should be all of them, like drone, double jump, trash bot. Like it's largely the same route with some differences, and there's a variation that you could do that I'm not going to try today. Maybe when I get a little bit better at it. And like, all in all, it's some things are a lot easier, some things are a lot harder because you kind of just expect to be able to tank them. In this mode, this run in particular is just going to be an absolute disaster.
You're gonna get killed a bunch.
I'm not gonna reset whatever the time is. That's my time.
That's your time.
I'm gonna
That's your
die
PB.
a billion times and it'll go great.
Guaranteed PB, baby. You heard it
Exactly.
here. Guaranteed a pub.
EB.
E13.
Well, let's give this a shot. Also, I put neat new like finger control or like button press control displays on OBS. I think it looks quite nice.
Hell yeah.
We can't see them because they're not on our OBS screen right now.
No, I
but-
don't get to see the keys.
No,
you're
you don't get to know
pressing.
what keys I'm pressing unless you
No.
like look down at my keyboard.
I gotta
which-
watch your hands, which is a bit weird.
Exactly.
It's a bit strange.
Yep. So to do the challenge mode, you, I believe it's hold left on an empty file for like 5-ish seconds, and timing starts as soon as like the thing begins. So let's see how this goes.
No.
God help me.
Good luck.
There we go. 10 health. We have the V dash and the H dash. One of the weirdest things to get used to is just going to be, like, dashing fucking everywhere.
Instead of just, like, walking in 80%.
Yep. And also the fact that in the normal mode, my default dash is vertical. In this mode, your default dash, like, if you're not pressing any buttons, is horizontal. Ah, you actually have a, like, way quicker kill on this dude in this mode.
Ah, by dashing through him.
Yep.
Jerk.
Yeah, dashes do damage, and there are times where, like, that's quite useful. Oh yeah, I'm going this direction, actually, because we don't need to do the security door in this one. It is totally superfluous.
Fuck that guy.
Yep. So, some interesting tech to be aware of. You can actually jump, like, if you go off, like, if you dash off a ledge and just hold the jump button, you will actually do the jump as soon as the jump, like, the thing ends, the dash ends, which allows you to do some really wacky shit that you shouldn't be able to. Especially because you'll actually still have your dash at that point.
Nice.
You can do that.
Ooh. Open up.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's just gonna be a lot of places where it's like, I totally could have dashed there, but I didn't.
I could dash. I don't know.
And of course, like, having one more option for, you know, movement type tech is only going to make things even more confusing. There was a place where I expected to do a vertical dash, but I did not.
You did not. That was no dash.
Yep.
It's weird having, like, dashes. Yeah.
Supremely. Especially the horizontal dash, like...
Was the route, like, pretty similar to, any percent then?
Fairly, yes. There's some bullshit you can pull, because of the way things are, but I'm not going to. I also might die here, we'll see.
Do it. Ah, 'cause you're in lava hell at, like, 7 health.
We do move through it quite a lot faster, but if I land in lava, I kind of lose that. It's fine!
It's fine! We're not dead, it's fine.
I'm in awe, but we take these. Yeah, that was another place. Like, I really do just assume that I'm going to be dashing vertically when I'm not pressing any buttons.
Yeah, you're doing any percent, yeah.
Yep. It only does that when you have the horizontal, like when you have the vertical dash without the horizontal dash. Incidentally, everything is also doing more damage.
Yep, That's challenge mode.
Yep.
Alright, so it's the security part a bit scarier in this mode.
Yes.
Oh god.
For the record, one health thing, things that did 1 damage before still do 1 damage now. Everything
okay.
else does
4.
more, basically. I believe that's like the rule.
So take it there are no energy tanks, you're just going full.
Yes,
power.
there are no energy tanks in this. This is a challenge mode. Fun fact, this is the easier of the 2 challenge modes.
What on earth is the harder one?
1 health.
Oh. Never get hit, idiot?
Yup. Dang.
That was almost sick.
There we go. Be a little time to shove off of that one.
Yeah.
when we get there.
Free time save for next run, it's fine.
Exactly. I like the way you think.
Yeah, I think good. I think real good. I think good thinking.
Mm-hmm. Of course, now as if I don't have enough things to worry about, I have, like, every fucking movement technique in existence.
You have, as they say, the good shit.
And, like, horizontal and vertical dashes together do kind of invalidate a lot of types of movement. Like, if we could get the H dash, if the H dash wasn't way fucking out of the way in the regular version of this game, it would be, like, really good to get. Yeah, there was a place where I just jumped twice, because, yeah, it's like the hook shot, but it requires no skill, basically. Not no skill. Much more forgiving. Later, motherfucker! Like, there are already places where you vertical dash and it is just way fucking faster than just moving around.
Horizontal dashes.
H dash is ridiculously fast.
Have you lost a run to forgetting to go in that room yet?
Not yet, no.
That's the thing you remember.
Weirdly. There are just so many places where you can see that it just kind of makes things easier, and I'm not horizontal dashing nearly as much as I could be. Dang, I was kind of hoping to, like, kill him.
Nope, denied. You'll never murder the lad.
Nope.
Right, I can dash.
You can do that, it's really weird.
This isn't any percent, I can dash.
It's like 15 shots. I'm not sure how much it saves me doing this. What I'm probably going to do for my own sanity is go to the save room.
Yeah. I mean, this is a first run. We can cut that out later.
Exactly.
There's time save for later.
Free time save for you, Jim.
Time save. I love free time save.
Who doesn't? And there's just so many places where I really should be like horizontal dashing, but it's foreign to me to do that. Which is one thing that this run is like way different for.
It is out of your brain.
Alas. That's another one that I just press totally control stick neutral for.
Yep. Oh, I do that. I'm like, control stick neutral, and I'll climb up on this ladder. No!
This is also a run where your like muscle memory for other categories might actually screw you. We are going to attempt something in the water section that's a little bit different.
I love a little bit different.
That is not available to us in any percent.
You don't have horizontal dash?
Bingo. Oops. It's that teleporter over there.
Oh, plasma field.
Make sure that I open the map first. Alright, time to play. Can Vicus keep this teleport storage until he gets the charge shot?
No.
You're correct. Don't worry about it. One thing to be aware of, though, if you shoot while on the same frame that you're pressing jump, it's fine, like it won't remove your teleport storage. And when you're underwater with hold jump on, you're actually pressing jump every single frame. So So, as long as you are holding jump, like holding down the jump button, you can basically fire at will when you're underwater. When you're not underwater, you have to jump and fire at the same time, basically. And that's how you fight some bosses with teleport storage. Just the concept of it terrifies me.
Yep. Now you're in the normal route again.
Yes. I'm going to take this save, though, which may require me to get the teleport storage back. I don't care. Ah, there we go. I was able to keep it there. Because I jumped and shot at the same time.
Safety save. Oh, yeah.
Safety save, not even quite for this, it should be said.
Yeah, I know what you're safety saving for. Is there a reason why you do it right in front of that spot? Oh, is it that you activate the TV for text storage?
Correct.
Right.
I need to bring a text storage down through this area. And this is where things are going to get fun. Hello, Sandball.
Hello. We're in death mode. Very scary.
Sure is, especially for what's about to happen. I'm gonna fight that guy because I have no intention of him being what loses me this.
Boy, oh no.
Alright, those the bubble things are one-shot kills.
Oh no.
Yup.
Oh no, oh no.
Right? You know what the best part is?
I know, you have to go back past that boy.
I am
Not
going
done
to
yet.
try to turn his AI off. I don't get this every time, but I might. I did.
Ah, that turned him off.
So if you are on the same X coordinate as they are, on a frame where they want to check an action, the AI actually ends up in an infinite loop and never does anything.
Oh, okay.
It's really nice.
That's pretty neat.
Yep. Unfortunately,
Oh, hell room. Yeah, this room kills you quite a bit on,
with 15 health.
health, yeah. Oh, God.
Yup. Correct.
This room is hell.
Might not even be the worst room.
It's true, setting an AI into an infinite loop is absolutely a space crime.
Yeah, I really want to avoid getting
Those
electrocuted.
things hitting you for free is really rough.
There is.
Oh, God.
I have made a mistake. I have, in fact, made many mistakes.
Huh?
Ah! I was so close.
I'm gonna jump every time you die here, which is gonna be a lot.
I mean, yes, but I only have one. Like, dashing does put me through those sparks as long as I don't end on them.
Yeah, yeah. Terrifying.
Isn't it? I normally am fine taking a hit here, but considering the room I am about to go into.
This is the second hell room.
even better. The second time for this particular hell room.
I know. Oh god.
I don't have to kill him. I want to kill him.
He's a complete jerk if you don't kill him. That's the thing.
But yeah, like when I'm actually a little more comfortable with the run, I will definitely be doing like dash strats. There's very few of those in this right now, but you know.
Just getting through a run or two would
By the way,
maybe 4.
they are 3 shots no matter what.
Shit.
Everything in this room is.
Oh no!
Being on a moving walkway really fucks me up. Guess what I have to do again?
Yep.
I was a daredevil.
Flew too close to the sun.
Charge shots make pretty quick work of that guy.
Yep. Oh god.
Alright,
I
I'm
think
taking
you're
the
gonna go
safety
safe.
save. And by that I mean I'm dying in this room because we're playing bullet hell.
Yeah, these rooms kill you a lot on any percent.
Yup.
Still.
They're already problematic. I wouldn't kill him every time, but like, he makes this room even more complicated than it already
He
is.
is an absolute jerk.
And I think that I am demonstrating how this room is already
Murderous.
pretty fucking complicated.
Absolutely murderous. Those things doing 2 damage is rough too. It's just 1 normally, I think.
Yes. Yeah, I don't know if that's like hard mode or like normal mode that makes it like that. Okay, that was once again me expecting to dash up and then not. Yeah, there's so much like room to not get hit by shit, or you know, like just dash straight through things.
Yeah.
Of course, you are totally intangible when you do that.
Yeah. Alright, we made it. Healing up, we're teleport storaging in. We're hopefully not getting murdered by, I forget,
I totally did.
What was the split?
Power screen. So like everything we've done here.
Ah.
It's fine, we'll work it out in a bit.
Hey, horizontal dash or is it about the same?
About the same. Vertical dash, like there's some things that it might make a little easier, but honestly, like I'm so used to fighting this guy with the vertical dash and not the horizontal that it's like kind of immaterial. Mostly I just have to remember that I can't press the button.
Yeah.
I have to be pressing up when I dash. He is, of course, a lot more deadly.
Yes, so
Oh, really?
yeah.
I'm gonna die. I disagree.
Still got you then.
Yeah, just looking over at the times. I always forget what my skip split is. 5, 7. I know 8's like go back a split. 3 is restart the whole thing.
Ah.
There we go, it was 2.
How many more times is Vicky's gonna die?
Many. That was an unforced error. There's a lot of things where it's just like, I just don't know what's safe and what isn't.
Yeah, you can dash through these, but yeah, if you do what you did there and you dash through one and hit the other, then you get smacked for 4 damage.
And if you dash too early, like... Hilariously, in that room, if you just walk through it, you'll never get hit, but
You
if you dash, like, you know, you should dash because it's faster, but...
Yeah, this guy's very scary on challenge mode, huh?
Yeah, because it's just you can't really afford to take as many hits. Really just want to not take any unforced hits here.
Because he's like auto-scroll, it's not like you can make it faster.
Yep.
You have to dodge all his shit until he kills himself.
Yep. The one thing that can make him faster, I have no control over, and it really does very little. Sometimes when he's doing those jumps, he bounces twice, and like shoots 2 waves of stuff at you, and it still counts towards his total number of jumps, so he'll do like 1 less of these jumps. But no one knows why that happens.
Not even the person who made it.
Nope.
There's a win, my dude.
Luckily for most of this, these are really like discrete motions. So my fingers aren't actually getting all that confused, mostly, despite the extra button press. Dang.
Guy's a jerk.
Stop going as fast as possible doesn't work in this room. Stopping extremely doesn't work in this room. I also am not like 100% clear on what direction of those things go. Yeah, you see when you just walk through it,
Yeah, you don't
you
get
dodge
hit.
perfectly.
Yeah. I wish this was a save point, not just a heal point.
I know. I'm not going to the save point. That's the coward's way out.
Cowards, I will never save.
If I had to redo that other room, I would absolutely have been saving, but...
Boing, boing, boing. You know, don't get hit.
Don't get hit. Easy scrub.
Don't get hit. Hit him, he's getting hit, and now he's in trouble. Now he's spinning.
I think it might be easier to horizontal dash through him, but honestly, like, that's not the thing that's hitting me.
Yeah.
This is how I'm used to doing it, and don't really have the reflexes for not doing it this way. Almost there, though. That completely fucked me, getting hit there.
Yeah, it
Like,
messed
that
up your
threw my
timing.
rhythm off completely.
Yeah, which meant, yeah, you got hit by him. Ouch.
That was unfortunate.
That sucked. That was real close.
I had that one, like,
Yeah.
until the second he hit me there. Boo.
Didn't quite make it up there.
Fine. Okay, that is pretty good. Get that with some dashes. You can basically get over to the other side before the, Surprised that's taking me several tries. I can often these days get teleporter storage in my first
Right
try.
away? Nice.
Now that I've moved it to be one-handed.
Mm-hmm.
I will say this is pretty accurate to my, like, my encounters with the security overmind back when I actually played this game the first time. If you tie both hands behind my back, it does get pretty similar.
Looks like Twitter might be back.
Boo. That seems like a mistake. I feel like when I originally saw the challenge mode in this game, like before I was speedrunning, like I was like, there's no way I could ever play this game with 10 health. Turns out all I had to do was skip large portions. I mean, I say that, but I've never beaten the virus like this.
Ah, so you still haven't.
I just lost it.
Oh no. So you still have to fight the virus. You haven't fought the virus in challenge mode yet?
Nope.
Good
How
luck.
hard could it be?
Good luck. Alright, well, I'm tweeting.
How could you?
Alright, I tweeted that we're live. Maybe. No, failed. Oh, come on.
Maybe Twitter's not back.
Other people have managed to send. Would you send?
No. Alright, welcome to my special hell. I will not be going for shell lock in this.
Maybe it's me. Maybe I don't get to tweet.
Yeah, maybe you've been banned.
Maybe it died again immediately.
Easy money.
Well, Twitter is broken, yeah, but some people have managed to tweet in the last couple of minutes. So.
Some losers, yeah, it's me.
Yeah. It's just broke again.
Right,
It was
I
on
do
for a brief shiny moment, and then, by shiny I mean horrible hell moment.
Can I beat the virus with 4 health? The answer is no. The answer may surprise you. The answer is extremely now.
Oh.
Weird. I absolutely did hit split button.
Hmm.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I hit it for the power screen as well. I was really surprised when you told me I hadn't split.
I wonder if it let you accidentally on.
No, that's up at 8. No idea. Not worth worrying about right now. Oh dear.
Going well.
I stood a little bit too close to him, which means his spheres actually managed to get me. that one was entirely on me.
Oh, I got you.
Much so. There we go. That's more like it.
Yeah, some people are managing to get tweets out, not me. I'm still banned.
That's distributed servers for you. By the way, you don't turn his AI off, but you do affect this guy if you're standing right on him. Like, sometimes you might see he doesn't throw out the, like, spinny attack, that attack right there. He was supposed to do 2 there, but he did not. And that's because I'm on the exact X coordinate as him when he's meant to throw it out. Sometimes it just makes them skip things, other times it breaks them completely.
It busts him like the poor first lad. And break that poor boy. Even bust his chops. This guy does mondo damage, right?
I believe it's the same because fuck this shit. Barrier does 2 though.
Which is the damage strat you do.
Yeah. Damage strat, which I've gotten quite good at.
Yeah?
Unfortunately, I may have to resort to some lower tech means.
Just don't get hit.
Get right on that. The first 2 hits were on me, the last one I'm not going to take credit for.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah, see, he was supposed to throw out 2 that first time as
and he
well.
didn't,
There, he
yeah.
didn't. And it's a bit harder with him because he's always rocking side to side, but it is there. By the way, you have control right when the thing starts. I didn't realize that until like... I'm kind of surprised.
Yeah? Did you get in his face, but then, like...
Not...
yeah, not hit the barrier?
Maybe if I dashed away afterwards. That would have a fairly high chance of getting me hit by a lot of other things. But I could potentially give it a try.
Because it really is your hound to... You're getting one
Yep.
charge off out and it's not doing all the damage.
Oh yeah, that's the normal way of doing him is not very fast and good. I don't have a good way to dodge that attack yet. I'm hitting him with a plasma shield, but the balls will
Yeah, the
not
balls
hit
aren't
me.
hitting you, yeah. You're so used to just trashing that boy's poor AI, you've become.
Aw, that's crap game.
Boo.
Man, I was doing just fine. And then I did bad.
That's challenge mode virus. He's mean.
He's a little mean.
He's mean.
That did 4 damage to me. I have no idea what's causing things to do 3 versus 4 damage sometimes. Might just be that his hands do just 4 flat if you bump into them here. I'm not certain. An important thing is that he stands here for so long that you can almost always get him when he's just sitting and standing, as long as you've, you know, been hitting him pretty, like, reasonably. Didn't shoot at that time, he's gonna go switch swords. Which is, actually deal-withable,
Yeah,
when
with
you have
the
a
horizontal dash. Yeah, you can just dodge that. Nice.
Fuck you, swords.
Fuck you. Get him. Get him.
Well, I have 10 health, so I may attempt to just do the usual strats, because they will actually work with this much health.
Hell yeah.
By the way, most of the hand attacks have hitboxes on the hands, except for the big glowy blue balls. So when you're like trying to jump into his face, or like into his hands to hit them with the plasma shield, everything except for... There we go.
Alright.
Everything except for the blue hands, like, if he starts up the attack while you're just kind of rubbing your face in him, it will hit you. So you see me playing games of chicken with them, where I, like, brush up against them until I think he's about to throw out an attack, and then I just back off. And usually I'm repaid, because then he does laser hands. But whenever he does blue hands, it's like, ah, missed opportunity. And that's my first PB. A mere 38 minutes in challenge mode.
PB.
The virus split is longer than that. Security overmind split is... Don't question it.
Don't worry about it.
Basically. But it's all good. We challenged. But yeah, so like this challenge mode was in the game at launch. The 1 health one was added later on.
What, because people thought this one wasn't hell enough?
I guess so.
Weirdos.
Alright, I am in 3rd place on the leaderboards now.
Woo! Guaranteed 3rd!
The funny part is that's way faster than the in-game time for my actual PB because I died so much and those weren't captured in that.
Yep.
All the times that I died don't end up going towards IGT.
Mm-hmm.
Hilariously. Alright, I'll probably do another run of that. Probably go to the bathroom real quick. Just sit still in those, it's nice to kind of stand up. Get a little break. You can see that you're on a challenge file because it's got that red.
It's brown.
Yep.
Shit
And I
brown.
believe the other challenge mode is a slightly different color, but I don't quite know. I would have to beat the first boss for that, and I can't beat the first boss.
Don't get hit, scrub.
Yeah, they don't get hit scrub. I can barely even beat, like, any bosses in this. But hey, they were all gold splits, so it's great.
Woo! All gold.
Indeed. I shall
PB.
return. PB.
Fun fact, if you add up the times from the 1st and 2nd place in this category, you get 38 minutes. Which is our time. You. Anything, anyone but you, sir, robot. Nothing but gold all the way down.
Alright, I will give this another try. Pure gold. So yeah, this is like probably a category I'll put some more time into once I'm feeling more into my regular 80% time. It's definitely like my time in regular 80% is actually pretty good right now, and I'm just thinking like I could get like pretty high up on the leaderboard now. And there's definitely some like wire crossing between these two modes. Although honestly, this run went better than my original run, like that I did off stream that I never finished, just to, you know, see how challenge mode was, if anything was gonna really fuck me over. So like I'm kind of getting the muscle memory for it, although once I start actually figuring out optimal movement stuff, the kind of stuff that Jazzy, the first place person, has, and the person who's like really ground this category down to a ridiculous time, like then it probably starts getting in the way muscle memory wise, but for now it's kind of just, you know, mess around, do this every so often. Speaking of which, let's start up another run, see how long this one goes. See if I can get the quick kill on the bot. The first security lad. Something I do a lot in these runs is like dash and shoot at the same time. You can do that. I'll be doing that on this boss, and it's a good way to kind of like clear out the path in front of you. Make life a little bit safer for you. Yeah! That's the good shit right there that I do like.
Oh.
I do at least know my undo split button. I'm going this wrong way. It's like, that is just pure muscle memory from the regular 80% run where I actually have to go do that. Oops. This is fine though, because I can just go do that.
You don't need this guy.
Nope.
We don't need this jerk.
Way easier, because that's where like so many of my runs have been failing these days.
That jerk.
That motherfucker. Whomst does he think he is?
A jerk.
Bunch of jerks. I lost a little bit of time there, but if we're being real,
We have time saves elsewhere, shall we say?
we shall say.
Swamp.
Dang.
You got hit by the shit swamp.
Hit by the shit. There's actually an item down there in the water.
Ah, what is it?
It is the rough map.
Ooh.
So much of this is just getting comfortable with like having the horizontal dash and what that allows me to do movement wise.
Yeah.
It really does change like so much about this. there's so many things where it's like, well, why am I doing that? I have a much
I have
better.
A dash. I don't need to run. All right, this asshole. Crash ball time.
I have no idea what affects how fast this fucking head moves. There we go. Not too fast.
Too fast, get you.
Speed limit.
How dare he limit your speed in a speed run?
Terrible, really. But that went a little bit better.
That went quite a bit better.
Not dying
Didn't
against
die.
him definitely
Didn't
helped.
Die. Not dying and being dead, generally a good idea.
Yeah, like, if the horizontal dash wasn't stupidly out of the way for a regular run.
Which is weird
It
to
would
me
be
that
so
you don't
good.
have the split where you're going to get the vertical dash.
Yeah.
I was like, when are you gonna go to that room where you have to bounce off the... Oh, right.
Yep, there's no fish bounce in this one.
There's no fish bounce. You have to bounce off the jerk. Such a jerk.
One thing I really have to remember is just the dashing off the side thing. Like off the sides of ledges and stuff, where you can keep your dash after like this, but only if you do it like off a ledge. This is fine.
Thanks, Fly.
It's probably the best
Bye,
I've ever done in
Fly.
the room. That was kind of funny. I have seen that happen before, like one of your or one of the flame effects from the previous room just kind of chills.
Yeah, it's just like there.
Just doesn't quite reload properly, basically.
Don't worry about it. That was a pretty nice dash. Keep dashing. That's...
Luckily, there is a thing here.
Yep.
What's gonna happen?
What a jerk. This room isn't as dangerous until the electricity
Before the
starts.
electricity starts, it's not nearly as scary. I still miss
Dash.
that at a reasonable occasion. That kind of thing, I'm so focused on hitting the like alarm bit that I just never.
And remember to dash across the room. It's so fun and you have to go through this twice. Your shark rooms every time. Well, that went quite a bit better.
But yeah, also, even if you don't jump, you still get to keep your dash when you like, you know, dash off the ground like that. So that's really a really good way to get like a lot of horizontal distance. With,
Yeah.
not very much effort. And without the ground to aid you.
Going for most of the gold.
I have fucked up,
Ooh,
and it
rough.
is going to cost me dearly.
Ooh.
Wow. Bye!
Wow. That was rough.
Yep.
Oh god. And
Yep.
oh
Because I didn't take a safety save.
no, ouch.
I've gotten a lot better at, like, understanding the, how to do, like, really fast shots. I could go save, but I like having 7 health. I had less last time.
These guys are jerks.
If I'd just done that, I would have been fine. If I fall in on the worm room, it will kill me. Like,
Yeah.
just basically guaranteed. Let's try not to do that.
Yeah, that big boy is terrifying. But at least I have the horizontal dash.
Yes, it makes it much easier to get up there and avoid him entirely. It's still fairly tough just due to the way that the blocks work, but...
Yeah,
You know, they have those no hookshot blocks basically in the way. God help me.
Alright.
This is definitely the segment that I am by far the least comfortable with because I have not had to ever do teleporter storage here.
Yeah, over this length of time in this area.
Yeah, in this specific area. There's just a lot of stuff that I'm just used to doing. But yeah, that was an example of me shooting while I was holding the jump button. And because I'm in water, it's an A press, like a separate A press every single turn. Unless I am going down, and I did just... I'm not sure exactly where I lost it there. I think it's also like if you take damage while you're holding it, you might lose it.
Yeah.
Not sure if I did or not there. But... So, you know, we're gonna lose a little bit of this time.
It happens.
And instead, we'll basically just have to do what every percent does, what easy mode does.
Ah, go through this room. Yeah, right. You skip this room.
That is another example of one where I am just expecting to be control stick neutral. There we go. I missed.
Right, will you take the save or not? Well, you just had a save.
Yeah, I kind of consider that other save to be
Yeah,
kind
yeah.
of equivalent there.
Absolutely.
Oh.
Yes, I actually
Yeah.
now have that split. It does exist,
Woo.
which is nice. Oops.
Oh,
This is okay. You can make that like with a standard thing, but yeah, it is like. Oops.
it was a little scary. It's fun.
That dude will basically do constant damage as long as he's in contact with you.
Yeah. Okay. This room must be scary as hell now. Like, I know
Certainly
it
is.
kills you on any percent still, like, occasionally, but...
It is one of those things where you shouldn't take damage in it, but you absolutely will from time to time.
Yeah, like, occasionally you just, like, brush up against one and take, oops, 3 damage.
There we go, shut him off again.
Yeah.
I've gotten fairly consistent with like a regular small hop out of that. It's slightly esoteric, like what the timing actually is, but I can do it most of the time. I went so fast, I almost started beating the blocks there.
Whoops. Time for hell room number 1.
Totally fine. A lot of it is definitely just, you know, take this at a reasonable speed rather than full speedrun strats. It'll save you a lot of a headache.
Alright, hell room 2.
Like for this one, you actually do tend to do like wacky jumps and shit. Like with the proper speedrun stuff, but I don't know the wacky jumps, so. I would like to prioritize being alive.
Yep. Save your save?
Yes. What do you think I am? Some kind of coward?
Yes.
You are completely correct.
I'm a coward. Cowardice wins every time.
Do not need a charged shot in this room. I'm very used to just holding on to a charged shot for no reason. Or at least with the expectation that I will need it, like, you know, in wherever the next place I'm going is. I hope y'all enjoy that I always make this room exciting.
Yep, I know I do.
I mean, really, once you get past the 4 blocks, that 1 block there should not ever really do anything to you. Alright, I've learned something today.
I was wondering if you were just gonna walk it and then you didn't. Because he'd be like, oh, you're just gonna walk it, because then you won't get hit, and then everything will be fine, and then you were brave for once. How could you abandon your cowardly ways?
Because I am speedrunning, and inevitably the call of the wild is gonna get to me.
Like, I must not be coward!
Really is like a weird-ass timing, I gotta say. Let's see if I can not lose it at the very end.
Alright.
I kept it for the whole fight last time.
I know, and then right at the end.
I lost it, like, moving around when I didn't think I should be able to. I'm not actually sure why that happened, to be honest. Sometimes I will forget to jump when he starts walking.
Yeah, like,
And,
get him
like,
to
that
jump.
is what causes him to jump, you jumping.
You jump. He becomes
He'll run at me threateningly, and I'll just be like, what the hell am I doing? Oh god, oh god!
You're supposed to jump. You're supposed to jump.
Sometimes I will also jump too early.
Yeah.
Because he needs to start walking before you can actually do that to him.
Or he'll, like, notice you're jumping.
Yep. Like, if you land and then jump immediately, especially if you did your dash a bit early, it's very easy to just, like, not bait him at all. And then he just runs towards you, and it's hilarious. Yeah, that happens sometimes. There's only a few of those balls that can actually hit you. Keep him away from the wall. Avoid a repeat of the tragedies of the past.
Yep, the wall is definitely a pain place to be.
It's actually not that hard to keep him away because, as you can see, like,
He kind of follows you.
he goes 3 times, but there is some leeway in that where he'll start following you back. 'Cause I think it's a timer rather than pure just do 3 things. So if you just do, like, you know, you can basically kite him to one side. Yeah, I have no idea why I had control that one time.
Weird. Alright, well,
Anyway.
yeah. Alright, we're arguing much better now for the virus to kill
We got a
us in
little
5 minutes.
bit more time back there, yeah.
Virus, virus, virus.
This is really gonna come down to how well can I fight this motherfucker. I think a lot of this run, when you get good at it, does come down to that and the power zone.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, it's a very short run if you're
Not dying.
doing it correctly.
If you don't die,
Yep.
it's short. But if you do
Consider
die,
dying.
I mean, consider dying and being dead.
I would have taken a hit if that went much longer.
Yep. True, death is part of the equation.
is sort of the thing about that guy. He's totally fine, except when he's extremely not.
Yeah, and he comes and gets in your grill and is like, oops.
Yep. When I have the setup right, it's not too bad. Like, there's only one time that I have to dash through him, but if it's slightly off, he goes way off script, and I can end up taking 8 damage for no reason. Don't even ask how I didn't take damage there.
Don't worry too much about it.
Yeah, that's the issue.
Yeah.
I'll still take the 2 from that if I don't have my dash, and I need the dash to be able to get up in his face. So yes, if I'm down to 2 health, I am in fact down to slow strats.
Slow and death, probably, honestly. Like, the amount of shit you have to dodge because you're taking him slowly is,
Yep,
is
exponentially worse, and like, there's a lot of RNG in what his hands pick.
Yep.
It's not like he's in a set pattern in any way, shape, or form. Which is incidentally why I'm also not doing Shell Lock.
Yeah.
That's 3 damage I don't really have in the bank.
Yep. Yeah, we kind of just need to not take many hits in these first 2.
Ideally any.
Yes, ideally we come out with 10.
Of course, you can't even avoid. You have to actually take some damage in normal mode from this guy. 5 is more than the other one. Yeah.
Do 2 damage.
Or get hit by 1.
Yep.
Not going to tell you that's definitely what's going to happen, but. There's even RNG in how long it takes his hands to, like, pick another attack as well.
Oh, yeah.
Weak.
Ah!
Easy money. That'll be a slightly better. Very slightly. But yeah, it's like I actually have to learn safe strats, whereas in any % easy mode, I face tank a lot of the first part of it. Alright, so you know, 17-minute PB.
You're now second.
Hell yeah. Coming for you, Jazzy. I'm not, though. He's got like 6 minutes on me.
Yeah, he's at, Jazz is at 13 minutes, 45 seconds.
8 minutes on me. Yep. But
Second
hey,
now,
I'm
no?
second place on a leaderboard.
Second place on the leaderboard, hell yeah.
This run is dumb in just very wonderful ways. I'm not sure if I want to do like more like regular any % or any % easy mode runs, or if I want to do another one of these. I see both. Again, like I was saying before, this is probably not the kind of run that I'll like really dig into until I kind of feel happy with my any % easy mode time. And I also want to do like the surface ending, because there's that's been rooted out and has like people on it. Like people have done runs for that before, and that one involves doing the giant spike maze that kills you instantly. So that sounds like it would be very, very fun and interesting to learn. But I have to learn both how to do that and also how to get the hyper dash backwards with only 15 health, which is, and no horizontal dashes, which is extremely difficult. So that's something that I'm kind of like, all right, I'm gonna really dig into any % easy and then branch out slowly as I go along. But hey, this was actually a pretty good time. Quite happy with that. 23:47.
Wait, what?
I feel like it was Weird.
I have to go back in the video. I'm like, was I looking at the wrong thing? I don't know.
Quite possibly. There's a lot of numbers up on this thing.
Yeah, this is 21:00.
Interesting.
No, say 23:49. What's up with this?
I don't know. Because, yeah, like, my TrashBot slot is completely different there. Now I've blown it up completely because I cleared history. Let's undo that. I have no idea what time that's showing.
Why is this? That's some of.
My sum of best is 18. How very strange.
I get to video. Okay. Well,
Yup.
it's such a pain.
It is quite a pain. I mean, it should be displaying the time that's on the thing there, so I don't really know what's up with that.
I mean, yeah, you beat it at like 21. The 21 in there is right. I'm
Right,
not
it's
sure
the correct
why.
time. I have no idea why it's
I'm not
displaying
sure why
this
it's wrong there now.
in
Yeah,
the
it says
in the time.
3:51 for the TrashBot, which is now 4:21. I don't know why it's done that.
Wonder if that's set to average segments by mistake right now. That's probably what that
Could
is.
be, yeah.
Yep. There we go.
There we go.
That was a little confusing.
Weird.
Sometimes Live Split does that because it's not like hard coded into that time over there. Anyway, so that's the proper time. My 21:09 run. That makes a bit more sense.
Yeah, I was like that wasn't 23. I was
I
sure
know.
that was closer to 20.
With that, I'm probably gonna do a few easy runs. So I've continued to improve my time off stream since like the last one, and right now I'm at 21:57, which is I think 7th place on the leaderboard, 8th place on the leaderboard.
Just.
And between 3rd and 7th place, well now between 3rd and 8th place, like the 3rd place for this game is 21:41.
Yep.
And I'm at 21:57, and the spot right in front of me is 21:56. So like I'm actually really, really close to like 5 different runners in this category right now. And I kind of feel like I can start knocking some names off the list.
Do it.
With some good runs. You can also see my sum of best is 22:20 or 21:22, which would be I think 3rd place. Like 2nd place has 20 seconds, or it's like 30 seconds on 3rd place, and then 1st place has like 40 or 50 seconds on 2nd place.
33 seconds.
Yeah, like it's the very top of this leaderboard has some really amazing times in it. So we are now going to do an easy mode run, probably 2, and we'll see how those go.
You got the right splits for them?
Yep, I switched over. 21:57. All right, no dashing. Please, no dashy.
I cannot dash.
Didn't get the text skip, but that's fine. At some point, I'm just gonna need to sit around and practice that to get it a little more consistent. It's not super important, but it is kind of like, it's time save.
It's time, baby. All time.
Always has been.
Now it's when we're gonna die of the virus and feel very sad, right?
Sure thing. That's the plan. So yeah, you can see where my shooting, not mashing it, has gotten way better in this fight. And if I get just a little bit too fast, I really, like, my shooting starts to slow down by quite a lot. Which you saw the second time around there. Luckily, I was able to kind of ride it out with the first one. Very funny that I started going left in that second run, because you don't go this way at all in challenge mode. You don't really care about the level 2 security door. Oops. But I'm so hard-coded to go over this way. Like, well, of course I'm going.
Look at the fish.
Yeah.
It's fish day.
Gross area ahead.
We love the fish.
Important that I had an extra shot there. Not to be able to kill that fish without it. Pretty easy to still have a shot as long as you didn't let the entire text box scroll by, though.
How does it feel to be dashless?
I mean, in some ways a bit more comfortable because this is just how I've been playing the game for quite a while now.
Does it feel slow?
Definitely a little bit, but a lot of times in that other run I'm kind of out of control.
Yeah.
I'm not fully in control unless I'm out of control.
True.
I've never seen Tokyo Drift.
I have.
I have seen one Fast and the Furious movie, and I don't know which one it is.
I've seen way too many of them. I saw one in the
Thank you, sir.
theaters. I spent the entire time totaling up how much money the cars they were charging cost.
I watched it at a free double feature that a friend and I did, where it was a free double feature because after we finished one movie, we just hung around until the second one started and went in the theater for that. That was with Eric. We snuck like bottles of Coke and stuff in the theater too.
Nice.
That was fun. Double jump down.
Rolling.
Now we actually have to go get V-Dash.
Yeah, we don't just have it. We have to go get it.
I know, right? There was a brief period where I had a PB that I fell down in this room in. That was pretty funny. I think that was my previous PB before this one.
Free time save, baby. Yeah. It was just free time save for your next PB.
Yeah. There we go. That's the kind of movement that I want in this room.
Nice.
It's pretty close to the kind of movement I want in this room, too. It is very funny how you really start, like, micro-focusing on your movements when you don't quite have all the tech. Like, every little thing I do here is like, well, if I get stuck on a lip or something, that's less than a second off, but over the course of the run, it will add up to a few. So I kind of want to just be moving forward at full speed at all times. Don't get caught on, like, any blocks or anything like that.
Always rolling. Always be rolling.
In the immortal words of Limp Bizkit, just keep rolling, 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 rolling. Come on.
Always.
I'm a little surprised I saved that, but
Be
we
rolling.
take those. That should be good.
Yeah, you're a lot better at that now.
I still miss that first one sometimes. You do get 2 chances if you fuck it up, but I don't know what it is. I feel like it's like the fact that I have to do it instantly and the fact that like the gamer's coming down rather than going up. Just really messes with my sense of timing. Yes, here is where I am just, you know, up dashing by default. It's just so much more comfortable for me.
It's kind of fun seeing how consistent you are right now.
Oh yeah.
The thing about speedruns is getting the consistency.
You do it so much that it's just like, oh, of course it makes sense to do it like this, you know? You build so much muscle memory for these sorts of things. And luckily, I'm the kind of person who really likes doing repetitive tasks.
I mean, not me. I certainly don't spend 600 hours in a video game. That would be ridiculous.
We're cross-stitching.
No. Stitching the same thing over and over again? Never.
Got a little bit of the steep water on me. Only for a little bit.
Yeah, we stanky.
But yeah, like I've spent a lot of time kind of thinking in these rooms because you're kind of a bit slow in them about, okay, like what's the thing I can do to just keep moving forward as fast as the bot can do before the hook shot happens. And it's not that.
Got hit. Got a wee bit got.
Talk shit, get hit. Fine, I'll end it with like 3 health instead of 5. Yeah, like I have those jumps basically planned out. I know like when I'm double jumping there, and it's like if you double jump against a ceiling, it's like a flat ceiling, it's totally fine. If you double jump against a like sloped ceiling with basically any kind of slope, your momentum is dead. I've made trouble for myself.
This room is a bit of a pain point.
Yep.
It's really hard to move through fast.
Yep. And you gotta do it twice in 2 directions.
Yeah.
There we go. This is another place where you can really see my like fast shooting. So much smoother. I'm gonna take a hit there, it's fine.
Not much doing about that.
Yep. I mean, I actually have the ability to take hits here, so...
Yeah, not being in challenge mode is nice.
That laser doesn't count.
Yeah. There's never a count.
Mm-hmm. Alright, getting to the teleport key in this split is one of my worst segments. There's a lot of like individually challenging rooms with routes that I'm not super good at.
Yeah, I don't got that super optimized movement yet. This is one of them.
Yeah, if you're real fast, you can get there before the trash falls on you, and that's kind of the optimal finish.
Not getting hit by trash.
Don't take trash to the face, as a general rule, in speedrunning and elsewhere.
No trash.
Unless you're meant to take trash to the face. In which case, you know, whom's to mind,
In which
disagree.
case you love taking trash to the face.
So you can actually see there that like I hit one of those sloped walls and it just, you know, I stopped completely, and it's like only for a second, whoops. But it's still like, you know, that's time that I could be gaining elsewhere with just slightly smoother movement. The hook shot is also, makes the movement in this run a lot more particular.
Yeah,
In particular, you can do things like that, and you can't get knocked back like by damage when you're in the hook shot. So you'll actually see in the poison room, when we do it the second time around, I will take a lot of just random damage from things, and as long as I do it while I'm hook shotting, it doesn't stop my momentum. Yeah, it's actually one of the biggest things that the hook shot does for like saving you time. Like right there, I would have taken, I took no knockback from that because I was hook shotting.
Nice. It would be very annoying if enemies could knock you out.
Sometimes you land on that platform, sometimes you don't.
Sometimes you're in the drink. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, this room in particular is where I really tend to take advantage of hook shotting, because it's kind of impossible to avoid damage, but it's not so hard to take the damage at like reasonable times. I'm also just trying to like, whenever I can get a big meaty hook shot, do that. I always forget that I don't have my double jump there.
That was about as well as you've done teleport key.
That's good.
0.1 off your best.
Nice.
And seeing all these like 0.7s, 1s, 0.4, it's like... My air consistency has gotten really, really good in this game.
Yes. This is another room where you can really see the stopping dead when hitting a slope ceiling thing. Wow, I can't hit that today. I don't know why. I mean, it's not like it's an easy thing to hit, but... Oh, yeah. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, just like slightly missed time so you hit the non-hook shot bit.
Yep. timing on hookshotting, like, in narrow corridors like this is also very weird to get used to.
Because the big ones you're getting are faster.
Yes, they are faster than just walking that same distance, which is why if I'm in a hallway that's tall enough, I am almost always hookshotting. Bye, teleporter.
Bye, teleporter. No teleport storage for us.
Not yet, anyway.
It's also funny,
Wow, fucking denied.
seeing...
Like, similar stuff, or...
As I was saying it, you said something and I knocked my train of thought completely off. I was like...
I like to think my movement in this room is generally pretty decent. I kind of know all the corners to cut. I kind of know like where to let go of a lot of my stuff. I could have let go of that jump very slightly earlier. It's a surprisingly difficult room to maneuver well in.
Yeah.
Quite get the other end of that like I wanted. Surprised, I usually do take a hit from that. Yeah.
There we go.
Oops. That one is a bit of a weird hook shot, and I really need to just stop being fancy with it. It's good to get a hook shot in that room, but like, it's also very easy to do one that just kind of catches you in a corner, yeah. Alright, open my map to avoid soft lock. There we go. That's more like it.
That's pretty good. Remember when you used to get 2 energy tanks and safety save a lot?
Mm-hmm, I do.
Weeks ago.
Yep.
The 12-hour speedrun challenge was not that long ago.
Nope.
Oh.
Ah.
Ooh, nice. Gold.
That was gold by a Super Mario Bros. Frame rule. There we go. That's what I'm like always looking for when I go for that kind of thing in that room.
Yeah.
Like if you can miss the mushroom with your hook shot and hit the wall up there, you get a really juicy one. This hook here, where because you normally have the horizontal dash, kind of fucks me up a lot.
Yeah. We're glad. Another room we go.
Wasn't my most graceful one, but I'll take it.
Didn't die.
Didn't die, and I like to think that's important.
Generally speaking, not dying, good. That's how you save, like, 17 minutes in the challenge mode.
What is true. Wasn't quite touching the ground there.
Wrong button.
Well, I have now just made things fun for myself.
Uh-oh. Don't turn off a boy.
Nope, and that is what happens. So let's see if I get hit going to this save point. I know, right? How exciting. That one I do know pretty well because I'm always trying to dodge those. There isn't really any difference in it. Now, granted, here's the 2 rooms that kill me the most in this run.
Hell rooms. Killed you a lot in the challenge mode.
Oddly enough. Basically, like, the big thing about the hookshot helping you there is that it, like, it keeps you moving and stops you from getting stuck exactly like I did. and I was really close to getting it like that.
I thought you were off.
I thought I was fine, and that was why I let off there, and that got me killed.
Yeah.
You know. I also thought I was in. Yeah.
But you were the sparks and you flashing. I think was very confusing. Yeah.
By the way, you can get stuck up there, or like you can like end up in the room that's above this one. That was what I thought happened there.
Yeah, that's totally. And then I realized you were down in the drink. I was like, oh no, oh fuck.
Well, it's also like I was trying to get back up. Like I did realize I had fallen. I was trying to get up, but I didn't have the resource that I attempted to use, which is the other big thing. Like when you're throwing off against the ceiling so much, you do not keep your double jump. Or your dash if you've used it since you last touched the ground.
Yeah.
Right there. And like if I reflexively hit a double jump and it doesn't go off, I die. Like basically no matter what. This is how I normally have to go through this room when I can't do it with Reckless Abandon. I know the route quite well, but there we go. It is slower than just dashing through it.
Yep. Always slower.
Those hits were both on purpose, incidentally. They were where I can afford to take damage. Because again, I can't be hit when I'm walking like this.
Yeah, and they only do one in this mode.
Also true.
Down we go.
Here's this lad, where I'm in absolutely no danger of dying.
A lad.
Yeah, there's one if I had jumped earlier there because I went quite early in his laser, he would absolutely not have jumped on me.
Yeah.
Sometimes you'll jump so late that you barely have time, or you'll dash up. There we go, that was a double right there. So this is now a faster version of this boss than previously, but only by an amount of that one jump that he just did. It does also mean that he switches sides compared to where you would normally expect him to be. We are jumping to the right now rather than to the left. I think that's actually better though, because it puts my controller closer, or like my teleport thing,
closer where it should be.
Closer to the place that I eventually want it to end up. Okay, here's one where I'm gonna just let him chase me all the way back over to here, just to come away from that wall. Don't do that until the screen flashes white. It will soft lock your game.
Oh no.
Because you're in a cutscene then, and if you skip out of it, the game will still think you're in a cutscene, and you'll never get control back.
Yeah, we can see how much lost time that death was.
Yep. That's the kind of thing that this run is. Like, any deaths are mondo time loss.
Yep.
I will try to shell lock him here. We'll see how it goes. Nope, not quite. But you can see he's moving quite slowly, so I was at least able to get a bunch of free hits in on him. I think it's a bit slower due to how he goes, but honestly, if it is, it's too. Because of the fact that he has some slow-ass travel time. Well, took several unforced errors there. Let's see if I die to the virus too. For funsies.
Do it.
Oddly enough, a little bit easier without the challenge mode damage on.
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad at all.
Yep.
Murder alive.
This cutscene takes so long that I can't possibly look at my time until it goes here, you know?
Yep.
Like, it's so hard for me to be like, oh, I should take a look at this. But like, no, don't do it, dude. That was a pretty good run.
That wasn't a bad run at all.
Yep.
You did another one? You rode off another one?
I think so. My wrist's a bit of a stretch. This is just such a chill game for me to play in the mornings. Like, basically, most mornings before work, I either play Super Smash Brothers or now speedruns of this, and like, it's quite nice to wake up and just have that for an hour or two in the morning, and it's really good for just kind of improving how I am at these kinds of things. I was doing it with Odyssey for a little bit as well, but with Odyssey runs being an hour long, it's a little bit difficult to like fit them in a before work kind of thing, whereas this one at what is now like 20 to 30 minutes is just kind of the perfect time for it. Alright, I'm gonna fuck up the fly jump on this one, I guarantee it.
Do it. Do it.
Still haven't gotten that. You can see me on the display hammering my map key to try to get the split thing. Sometimes I can get a good setup for it, like timing-wise, but other times it's just like, oh well. Yeah, going through that room there was quite sloppy. It's really weird because you have like basically no control that you have later in the game in that first room, and it's actually fairly like complicated to make your way through it. When he explodes, he pushes you away, so if you jump over him, you actually get a little boost up. Makes you a little bit faster. It's adorable. Hypothetically, I also feel like I should be able to get a text storage on that box that plays there. I don't think I've ever managed to do it, though. Because you're like, it's based on the time that you fall down the cliff. Like, the text box basically spawns a little after you land in the room. And there's no real good, like, timer for it. Area ahead? Oh no.
Oh no, I hate area ahead.
I hate area.
Fucking area ahead. What does it think it is? An area?
New area, the area.
Gross.
Sometimes you get lucky and you can shoot all 4 fish without slowing down on the way out of that room.
Yeah.
Which, of course, is a good luck charm, obviously.
Hell yeah.
Another thing I do a lot in these early sections is just try to optimize like how I jump off of things. I say as I miss like a very easy jump. Like here, oh man, I actually am surprised. I don't usually take damage from that guy when I miss the one block there. And that's like, you know, half a second at most of save, but if I can get that consistently, that's just kind of in my back pocket.
Yep.
No reason not to do it kind of thing. There we go. Yeah, I can do that tonight at least. These days, if I don't get the bug boost on the first try, I just reset the run. Like, it's so early on in the run, and I could get it, but like, I'm pretty consistent at it, and I might as well just have time save, you know, like, not need to make up that time later. There's parts later in the run where I'm like much more bought in and would rather just continue on with it.
So when do you think you'll get to the point that you're just resetting more runs than you finish? I think you already have, but...
I'm probably pretty close now. I mean, and part of that is just that, you're so much longer on a run that goes 5 minutes than a run that, or it's on a run that goes 20 minutes than a run that goes 5 minutes. So I can fit a lot more of those in. You motherfuckers. Didn't knock me off, though.
Jerks.
I mean, you hate to see him do that to you, but at least it's not tragic. Yeah, definitely getting better at doing these two rooms correctly. I've kind of got a setup now. Partly it involves me knowing that I should shoot like right as I walk into these rooms to kill the one thing that's in the way that would often hit me. I actually got hit by the thing that I was supposed to shoot in that second room, but you know. Oops. Well, I'm gonna lose a little time on this split.
Oh no.
Double jumped a little too early there. Which happens.
It's gonna be great when you get that really good run and then go up like 5 positions on the leaderboard.
Oh yeah.
You gotta get to number 2 on both boards.
Obviously. I've set a goal for myself now.
Yeah,
Not too bad. That one's pretty easy to get. There's a lot of variable bounce back that you get based on exactly where you end up hitting this guy. It's a surprisingly complicated maneuver, and you kind of just have to get a feel for it. That felt kind of nice. Alright, onward to Trashbot.
Trash butt, trash butt, trash butt.
I know he's your favorite.
I love him so much. He's so trash. He's the best.
Yeah, that one's a weird one, because if you jump too early, you do just get bumped by that guy, and it's minor, but if you jump too late, you miss the platform entirely.
Yep.
That said, you can often be, like, below it and still get back up. That's actually kind of my visual cue for it. But it is still, like, just enough that it's, like, weird to me. Now for right holding simulator. Jumped a little bit late there. Oh, boy. Well, that was close. Don't think you saw the 1 health that I just got to. Alright. I am really bad at this room sometimes. Sometimes I do it really smoothly, and other times it just fucks up.
Yeah. Trash butt.
Trash bot.
Trash butt. I love this boy. How can you not love this very phallic?
No idea what you're talking about.
He's a trash butt because he's a penis. And he's very mad at you, dropping like several inches off his length.
Yeah, it happens.
Men are very sensitive to that kind of thing, I hear.
As are trash bots, I suppose.
victory dash. Woo!
It does damage.
Woo!
Means I only have to take 4 shots at the thing. It's only faster that one time.
Let me believe it's a victory dash.
I'm sorry.
How could you burst my bubble like this? Terrible. You gotta believe it's victory.
Not blood in my mouth. Victory
It's a
wine.
V dash for victory dash.
Mm-hmm.
Biggest dash?
Eat that room in particular.
The very, very good dash.
Mm-hmm. The variegated dash. Wee. Dang. What I really want to do is get a hook shot on the side of that one platform. Like, hook shotting on the sides of platforms is generally really good. It kind of lets you cheat.
Nice. I do love cheating.
Aw.
Oh no.
Wow, that went really good and then really disastrously right at the end there.
Real good. Real bad.
Mm-hmm.
The eyes.
Yeah, that's where I fuck it up and hit the mushroom instead of hitting, missing the mushroom and getting the platform. Ah. Beat that one baby there.
He's a very nice baby.
That guy I can usually kill when I'm, like, correctly done. And it's good to do that because if not, he will follow you. And the last thing you need is yet another thing shooting at you in this room.
Yet another baby.
But yeah, that first baby is a real annoyance. Because usually I can shoot him out of the way and then not get damaged, but a lot of the times I'll just miss him and he'll get me and I'll just be like, oh. By the way, I am attempting to avoid landing in these holes because it slows you down a good deal with your hook shots, but it's quite difficult. You kind of just have to get your hook shot timings correct, and if you get off rhythm, it can be very easy to just start landing directly in them babies. I hit my head because those things might look like they're part of the background, but they are not. Let's see if I can finally hit this motherfucker right here. That's all it takes. That should be pretty good, yeah. I found a data diskette. Don't worry about it.
Never worry about it.
They are not a part of our material reality.
Nope.
At least in this run. Basically in every run. In other runs, people skip like the section that you need to do with the, or that you need the 12 of those or 14 of those to unlock. Wee. That's the backwards thing that I would have to learn if I wanted to do surface ending. Incidentally, the surface ending does not get the horizontal dash either. Which I always found really funny. Oops. Getting caught in so many lips here. Yeah.
that charge shot. Oh, yeah.
Feels good, doesn't it?
Slam right into that charge shot.
Then just continue my momentum along afterwards.
Well, you know, the charge shot doesn't stop your momentum.
Obviously.
Nothing can stop your momentum.
Don't stop me now. I'm having some time.
The ball?
Something like that. There we go.
Having a moment.
That is a frame perfect trick. That's my excuse anyway. This run has actually a bunch of frame perfect tricks, incidentally. Like the one I'm doing now. That shit. That shit. Someday I'll learn how to do that, like a hook shot into another hook shot there. Doesn't exactly give me a choice, considering it locks me in. We're not going to spec ops the line here, where the game calls me a monster for doing what the game forced me to do.
It doesn't force you to do anything, you could just die.
I could just die, but I'm not going to. In this world, it's kill or be killed, which means that I'm going to get my just desserts someday. You actually have 2 shots you can do to shut his AI off as well. There's one when you jump over him right at the start, and then before he does the jump where he fires off balls, if you're on the same coordinate as him then, you will also shut his AI off. Unfortunately, I got it neither time. Which is pretty common. The only one that I'm decent at is the first one. I killed basically everything in my way on the way there, so the way back was pretty easy. Imagine not dying in that room.
Yeah.
Imagine dying in this room instead.
No, don't die in this room. Don't die to that boy. Such a shit boy to die to.
Game. I don't know why I didn't get the connection there, but it's fine. It is very funny doing this even after challenge mode. My like reflexes are still like, oh god, I'm about to die, but then I look over and it's like, oh, you still have like 7 health right now. You are totally fine, actually. Something I've realized I kind of like about this game is that it doesn't, when you do a charge shot, it doesn't like have any kickback on you. You can kind of just do it in full movement. It feels quite satisfying because it means there's a really interesting timing element to like moving at full speed and getting your charge shots. I say as I get hit by a thing that I never get hit by. Too busy explaining rather than dodging a giant laser. Go figure. It is kind of funny how like the horizontal dash lets you move way faster than the vertical one does for most of the game. Oh, there was one where I jumped too early, and I lost my teleporter for it. Nice. But the vertical dash breaks the game way harder. It just lets you do things that you were never meant to do because games like this gate you based on the height that you can get to very hard.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, even getting the vertical dash is, like, you're meant to be stopped by a wall that you have to get rid of with the gold card, which is one of the last upgrades that you get. But, if you just damage boost your way up over it, then, fuck them.
Get him.
Ooh, I'm gonna die to this.
Oh.
That was really, really sloppy. Alright, well, guess I'm doing those 2 rooms again. Luckily, this run was going nowhere fast.
Nope.
Honestly, one of the hardest things to keep track of is just what buttons I've pressed when I'm on a really long hook chain. Because, like, you've got several different resources, and you'll get one of each of them until you touch the ground again. And it's fine when I'm doing one regular jump. I know all those ones just alright, but, like, when I spent my double jump, like, 20 seconds ago, and it's still relevant that I don't have it, it is actually kind of, like, difficult to keep track of. I do think if I die again, I'm probably just gonna end because my wrists are definitely starting to hurt.
Yeah, it's starting to get you.
There's a bot. Alright, let's actually pay attention to this time. I'm actually kind of surprised I'm doing it too early. He's just being very mean to me, is what he is. Even with all these, like, bubble shots he's doing that are hitting me, it's like, oh, come on. You don't gotta be that way.
Yep.
It's really just, I was too close to him there, and I got hit by the ball, which then threw out the bounces of the ball, because, you know, you see I normally just throw it straight back into him on the first bounce, and I don't really know a good way to hit him with it when I don't do it like that.
Yeah. That was a bot.
Yes, there is. Sorry, I said that earlier.
I can't get it on my phone because it's bad.
Yep, it's fine. Don't become famous, anybody.
Please don't click on that link.
I lost it again. Really confused about what's happening there.
Ban them from the VOD, I have no idea.
I think if you, like, time them out at any time ever, Counts it. It is very funny how, like, dying anytime ever is like, well, you've just added a minute to your run.
Oh, coming up in the chat. Which means I can't get it. Can't get that damn box. It's in there forever.
I'll time it out after. I'm not killing this guy. I know. Ah, we've now seen like every direction we can go in. You know. Interesting strategy. I should probably consider it. It's shooting him a second time after you jump and charge shot, like the guy at the second shell unit.
Kill him faster.
I think it might. Nice.
Get him. Get him. His dumb ass. Yeah, we got his dumb ass.
Sure did.
Isn't it a bad virus?
Yep. It is very funny. It's like, 3.5 minutes off. 3 seconds off. I would love to become famous.
Wow, I can't believe that streamer I got like 6.
Right?
We're like the Digimon stream.
Yeah, the Digimon.
Mr. Navet brought in like 6 spam bots.
The exact time that the hacker shows up on screen. We get more bots than we've ever seen before.
Yep. It was pretty great. Alright, well, I think we're gonna write up a Patreon poll
Yes.
for next Thursday.
We will figure out what new game we're gonna play then.
Yep, for a grab bag.
Yep. We'll figure out. We will tell. Post it on Twitter if Twitter ever exists again.
Twitter's still not letting me cheat. Twitter has banned me. Twitter has put me in the hole. Decided I don't deserve to live in this world anymore.
It's probably for your own good.
There you go. You went from 3rd to 2nd. On
I
our
sure
leaderboard.
did.
You're now 2nd.
I'm
on
now
the
2nd
leaderboard.
place. I have the silver medal for one of the categories in a speed run.
Yeah.
It's not the world record, but you know, it's
You-
pretty close.
You invented a bronze medal for it as well.
That's true.
It's true, you invented it.
There was no 3rd place in this category
It's
before.
true, there was just 2 people in it.
Before I put someone there.
Alright, tomorrow I'll be back with more Devil Survivor in the afternoon, where I am once again rescuing that disaster lesbian. She's got herself into more trouble and I have to get her out of it.
That is true.
And then we'll be playing more Dicey. I think we're doing some of those hard mode main quests.
Yeah, we're
yeah.
gonna be in some shit. That's for sure.
It's gonna be a hoot. We did destroy someone else's
It's
second
true.
place.
Their second place that they set like 2 years ago or something like that.
They're now 3rd.
They're now in 3rd place.
Alright, see you guys tomorrow. Bye everyone.
Bye bye.